This is a really nice Tri Glide. Corey and Donna, the owner, and his wife are from Georgia, and he's done a couple of things to it to make it look really good. Black wheels, ape hangers, some slight pinstriping here and there, but like all Tri Glides, it's just missing a little bit of power. He needs to be able to get up and go.
I'll be chirping gears and pulling Brody's going, "Arr, arr, arr."
That requires torque. You want a torque cam, not a horsepower cam. Torque cam will get you rolling really quick off the line, meaning, you know, from the stoplight or passing the car. You need that low end torque.
It's science.
These trikes are heavy. They're heavier than a motorcycle, obviously. So you need that low end torque. You need to be able to pull stumps out of the ground, as they say.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we're gonna go over what we're gonna do for Corey and his wife on this one. We're going to be putting in the best torque cam on the market, in my opinion, which is the CR480MT. MT meaning monster torque.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
So hang in there. We'll go through the process with you. All right, we're going to skip ahead a little bit here. Went ahead and brought it in and took the tank off, seat, disconnected all the LEDs, pulled the breather, and replaced the intake manifold with the S&S aluminum manifold. We are currently waiting for the 5 injectors to arrive. A lot of people don't know about the plastic intake manifolds that Harley puts on the M8 bikes, I think from, what was it, 17 to 23, I believe. Might even be some of 24s. But this is the plastic intake manifold. And what usually happens is these are right up against the heads, and sometimes if these bikes run hot, sitting in traffic or whatever, this will deform. It'll start to collapse, and then it causes a terrible intake leak. So if you have the means, replace it before you have the problem. Pulled the exhaust. Today we will be doing the cam, adjustable push rods, and the Dark Horse compensator to get rid of that problem. Also 4 brand new spark plugs. We'll get the ThunderMax installed, the headers reinstalled, and we'll go forward with the final results on this thing. It sure is a pretty bike. That color is awesome. I don't know if I've seen it, but it looks really nice. So we will be moving forward. On this particular bike, for whatever reason, it did not have the good bearing in it. So we're going to go ahead and pull it. That's what he's doing right now. He's got the bearing puller in place to get the inferior factory bearing out. All right, we got the old bearing out. We're going to take it out of the tool. All right, as usual, when we do this, that's a good bearing that's going in. That's the old bearing. You can see the difference in the rollers. All right, there you go. He's like me, he likes to just make sure it's going to line up. We know it's going to line up, but you just want to know that it will.
Sure, don't want to miss nobody's bike up.
No. And watch, he's barely even using any effort. He's pushed it in there with one finger.
That would be great.
Now it'll stop in a minute, and when it stops, he's gonna stop because that's the end of it. It's kind of on a shelf in there, if you will, or a milled out little stop edge, so you can't push it in too far.
Hey, that's what she said.
But he's literally not using any force at all. And then there it is.
I got real muscles right now.
Right there, that's it. And that's the end of that story. So he's got the new bearing installed now. And next thing will be the cam going right back in. Here's the factory cam. It barely has any wear on it. I think this bike has 3,000 or 4,000 miles on it. So this is the factory cam. All right, this is for those that don't know, not for those that already know. But this is the Cyclorama 480MT Cam, and this is a stock cam. If you'll notice, this is sort of a egg-shaped lobe here. It's not very tall. Come over to this side, it's a lot taller, and it stays tall a longer amount of time. What that means is factory cam opens the valve and closes it pretty quick. Opens it, closes it pretty quick. This one opens the valve and holds it there, then close it. Reasoning is to get more air and fuel in here. If you open a gap and leave it open longer, more air and fuel is going to get sucked in. Bigger bang. Pow! If you know what I mean. You can kind of see it on this lobe here, maybe a little better. This is stock cam, it's kind of sharp here. This one is taller, has a longer duration. Each one of these lobes is a little different. Don't ask me to explain. I'm not going to try to pretend like I understand the reasoning, the timing, and all that stuff on creating a cam. I'll leave that to Wes Brown at Cyclorama. He's the professor. But the general idea is just exactly what I said. So there you go. All right, we're making progress going back together now after the cam was installed. Tony's already got the front push rods adjusted. And then now we're moving to the rear. And as soon as that's done, probably go back on there with the header pipes because we won't need to wait around anymore on that. And then the next thing will be the injectors. FedEx is on the way right now, and they'll be going in. So that's where we be at 10:45 in the morning on a Thursday morning in April. All right, we're tidying up, finalizing details now. The injectors are in play. You can see them right in there. Breathers on, header systems on. Mufflers are back on. We still got the tank and the side covers to go. We've also got the fan to be installed. Then we've got LEDs to connect. So we got a little bit of time left, but we're hitting it. All right, we're at the point where we're about to fire the bike up. We're going to do a run up to 180 degrees. This is all in the idle zone. It has nothing to do with the way the bike's going to run outside of here. We're just making sure that we got no intake manifold issues. AFRs are good. It's going to make some changes because it is a different bike. We're just going to watch it here for a minute and see how it plays out. Right now, everything's right the way it should be. Right now, everything looks really good. I'm going to walk back here to the back of the shop, let you hear the way the thing sounds. From about 20 feet away. That tone is awesome. Real nice deep tone. I'm walking towards it. You can certainly hear that cam in there. But right now it's doing just fine. All right, we've reached 180 degrees. So I'm gonna shut it off and we will do what's called an auto map from here. We're gonna record and make permanent what it's learned during the idle tune. We're gonna let it cool down and then we're gonna do another one of these because it can only learn 10% per session. That was just basically a session right there. Usually the more we do of these, the smoother the thing gets at idle, which is what you want. Okay, we're gonna go up here to map editing and we're gonna do an auto map. Okay, that's gonna make permanent what it just learned. Now, as you can see, the red here is the new map and it's smoothing it out a little bit more for itself from the map that was in my bike. Mine's a 19, this is a 23. They've changed some of the things about these bikes over the years, so it's acceptable that it's making a change. So we're gonna let it cool down to room temperature. We'll come back and do another one. All right, we've reached 180 degrees on the second run up. It's made a little bit more changes, so we're gonna auto map that and probably do one more and take it out on the road. So I'm gonna do the auto map right now. It runs better and better each time. The idle seems to smooth out, which is good. So we'll go here to map editing, auto map, and let it do its thing. This one turned out really nice. The CR480MT ThunderMax, these are Rinehart headers with Rinehart mufflers. The Dark Horse compensator, what a great combo. Trike looks awesome. We're really proud of this one.